In this video, we're going to be going through the OpenVPN TryHackMe room, which essentially teaches you how to connect to the TryHackMe network so that you can do the rooms. So if we open up our browser and we type in tryhackme.com and log in, we should get our TryHackMe dashboard. So if we want to look for a room, we can go to this Learn button up here and then Learn. And then if you scroll down a little bit, we have this search link here. Click on that. And here we have a bunch of TryHackMe rooms. There are quite a few. So go to this search bar here and type in OpenVPN. It should be the first room to pop up. Click on that. To join a room, there will be this green Join Room button on the right. We'll click on that. And now we're a part of the room. So if we scroll down a little bit, we have these tasks, and we can go through each one of these. So get connected. To connect to our network, you need to download the OpenVPN GUI open source application and import your VPN configuration file. On TryHackMe, you can deploy virtual machines that you can use to hack into and learn from. However, to access these machines, you need to be connected to our network. You do this through using a VPN, similar to how you would connect to a work or school computer from home. This VPN should be connected from your hacking machine directly to the THM network. If your machine is a virtual machine, run the steps for the virtual machine, not the host machine. So first, we must go to the access page and download our VPN configuration file, then read the task that is suited for your computer. So we're going to hold Control and click on this access link to get the access page. And here we have two sections. On the left, we have our access details, and on the right, we have our configuration file settings. Since we have a subscription, we can use the VIP server, but if you don't have a subscription and you would like to use the VPN, you would download this regular version. And as always, you're going to pick the region that's closest to you when you're making this decision. So we used US West VIP 1 since that's the closest region to me. And we're going to download our configuration file. We'll open our folder. Now that we have our VPN file, let's go ahead and complete this task. And here we will select the operating system that we are going to use to connect to TryHackMe. So in our case, we're going to use a Kali Linux virtual machine. If you don't know what a Kali Linux virtual machine is, or you don't have one configured, then there should be a link somewhere up there or in the description that will take you to my video describing how to set up a Kali Linux virtual machine. Since we have a Linux virtual machine, we're going to open this connecting with Linux. And we can see download OpenVPN by running the following command in your terminal: sudo apt install OpenVPN. Locate the full path to your VPN configuration file, download it from the access page like we already did, normally in your downloads folder. Use your OpenVPN file with the following command: sudo openvpn path the file, and then the file name which ends in OVPN. So in our case, it's going to be this itsandrewy.ovpn. And that's it. You should be successfully connected. So let's go ahead and do these things. So if we open up VirtualBox, and we need to decrypt our hard drive before we can use any of our VMs. There we are. Boot up our Kali Linux virtual machine. Enter your password to decrypt. Enter for the GUI, username, and password. To make sure that you're able to copy things into the virtual machine, if you go up to Devices and go down to Shared Clipboard and drag and drop, they should both be bi-directional. So if we open up our Downloads folder and we drag this onto the desktop, there we have it. Let's organize this a little better. Let's open up our home folder and we'll create a new folder. We'll call it THM for TryHackMe. And we will cut this file and paste it into that folder. Now, to connect to TryHackMe with this file, if we right click in the folder and go down to Open Terminal here, Control and plus to make your text bigger. If we type in ls, we see that we have our OVPN file. If we type in sudo OpenVPN and ITS, tab to autocomplete and enter, and then our password. Once we get to this screen here where we see this initialization sequence completed, odds are we're probably connected to TryHackMe. We see we have an IP here, which is our VPN IP. And so if we go back to TryHackMe and we go to our access page and refresh, we see we're connected. We also have our 10.13.54.246 IP here, which matches the IP that's displayed here. And if we want to confirm another way, we can open up a terminal, spam the text, type in ifconfig, and we'll expand this. And so we have this ton0 here, and ton stands for tunnel, which is a VPN connection because it's tunneling, and we have our 10.13.54.246. Okay, sweet. So we're connected. So if you go back over to the room, we can complete this task here. Use TryHackMe without a VPN. So if you don't want to use a VPN, you can always spin up an attack box, which is this button up here. If we click on it, it will spin up a virtual machine online that you can interact with in the same window. This does have some restrictions, but it's also a pretty nice feature. So we can complete. And now to check if we're connected. So let's start a machine. And we'll wait for this to spin up. We don't need this guy right here, so we will terminate the machine. And we'll get an IP address in about 45 seconds. If you want a really quick way to determine if you're connected or not without waiting for that IP, we can always go to our browser and type in HTTP. And we're going to type in 10.10.10.10. And we have this page that says, if you can see this page, you are connected to TryHackMe. And your VPN or TryHackMe IP is this guy right here. All right, so let's go ahead and look at our IP. There we are. Let's copy that link out and let's paste it in here. And there we are. We have a flag. So if we copy this flag and paste it into that bar at the bottom, one final thing that we can do in this instance is try to ping this IP. So we copy that IP out and we go back to our terminal. If we still have an active connection, we should be able to ping it even if it's not a web server. So if you have an IP, you should be able to ping and you should get 64 bytes back. And there we are. We see that it is pinging and we are getting a return from the endpoint. So if you hit CTRL C, we should exit out of that. If we want to exit our connection with OpenVPN and finish our TryHackMe session, we can click into our window with our initialization sequence completed, showing our VPN connection, and we can hit CTRL C and again CTRL C, and there we are. We have terminated the connection. The only two remaining portions of this is connecting with Windows and connecting with Mac. Since we are not really connecting with either of them, we can just go ahead and complete these tasks. But if you wanted to connect to OpenVPN through one of these means, you would simply follow these instructions. And congratulations on completing OpenVPN. So when we're done using this target IP virtual machine that TryHackMe has spun up for us, and we have completed the room, we will go over to the top of the room page, and we'll hit this Terminate button here. Terminate machine. And that's pretty much everything. If this content is valuable to you, please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, see ya.